EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. First play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On play action, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Pass midfield. Kene Nwagu.
And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back
about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's Pollard again. Down the right sideline. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A big play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards. Seven, our score after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
2nd down, Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You know, he's easy.
Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Cousins to throw it. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6. Throwing is Cousins. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jefferson going to go in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Play action now. Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Aubrey good with the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing, Cousins. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Prescott on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
play fake. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Listen to me.
Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, receiver.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Zebra. Good route here.
To throw is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It was a Caleb Evans in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Prescott now, option right. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 1 from the 2. On the afternoon, and the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 81 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Here we go, bring the energy.
Cousins will try and throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Here's 2nd down.
A
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
No, easy.
To throw, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They go play action. Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.